We now continue with Smurf. Funky colors, shapes that swing.
It's impossible.
This is the Eclectic Discussion Podcast.
It's another episode where did all my treasure go? Ratchet bitches, ratchet hoes, fuck them good, then let them go.
This is the EDP.
Oh shit. The crowd is out here, Kyle.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, everybody, welcome to the Eclectic Discussion Podcast. We're having the fancy draft. It's me, 12 Kyle here, the host of the 12 Kyle podcast and the Rap Soul podcast, and the millions, all right, thousands, the hundreds of people that are out here clamoring for another draft. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm surprised at the crowd, man. This is interesting because, like, it seems like every time we record, you come with something different.
Listen, me, not me. It's I can't believe that everybody, they heard we're doing drafts and they just showed up. It is wild. I am going to need everybody to relax and calm down.
They gotta stop pushing.
Calm it down. Shh, everybody. Thank you.
No bum rushing.
So.
Yo, can we bring bum rushing back?
Well, no, we would have to put Hev at the door.
Hev is at the door, so there'll be no bum rushing. Let's get together because we're falling apart.
Good one.
Thank you.
Shout out to Hev. Rest in peace.
Yeah. If there were any bum rushing, we would have to put Hev at the door.
Hev at the door.
We're doing another fantasy draft. What are we drafting today, sir?
Today, sir, we are drafting hood movies. I think somebody sent me a DM, and I apologize for those of you who listen, who suggest things, and I normally screenshot them, but it was a little more than a year ago, and I can't find the DM, so I'm sorry. But yeah, somebody suggested we do hood movies, so here we are.
All right, now, okay. Do we have a Kyle hood movie definition? Like, is Dangerous Minds a hood movie? Like, what constitutes a hood movie? Was The Blind Side, is that a hood movie? Is Precious a hood movie?
You know, you got to have a street element. You got to have, maybe some drugs involved, some guns, that type of thing. When you say hood,
yeah,
I'm assuming that it's probably going to be black people in the movie.
Wow, that was incredibly racist.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm black. Okay, so I got a question.
Okay. Is it about the average dancer?
Yeah, I hate to do this, but
all right.
Would you consider Scarface to be a hood movie?
Me? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I would understand why people would, because that's what you hard ERs watched back in the day. Okay. Had posters up in your room.
Just want to make sure.
Posters up in your room and tattoos.
This fool said hard ERs.
Yeah, you hard ERs. Can I tell you my unproven theory?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, and feel free, everybody, send your hate mail to me.
Directly to him.
You know how in the South, you live in the South.
Uh-oh.
You know how in the South, for whatever reason, people don't say man.
What do they say?
They say Maine.
Wait, hold up, man. Hold up. Time out. As a guy who is from the state of South Carolina.
Yeah.
Florence to be exact.
Well,
a guy who lives.
It's kind of on the edge.
spent 25 years, 27. Almost
get it out.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
We don't say Maine.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's Tennessee, like Memphis, Nashville,
Texas.
Oh, damn, I forgot about Texas.
So shut up. So you know what I'm talking about.
What up, man?
Only thing good is my dog
Man,
came
check
home.
this out, man. No homo, man. I miss you, man.
And likewise, bro.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I was down there in Memphis, man. I was doing my thing, man.
Man, fill me in on
Man,
the
check me
details.
out, man. I'm down there drinking corn whiskey, man. I'm going to the Jew joint, man.
Yeah.
And you think the girls here look good?
What?
Man, them girls down there, straight stallion, man.
Big.
Straight stallion, man.
Damn, bro.
Man, I'm
That's
telling you,
crazy.
man, it's nuts down there, man.
Damn, bro, you got teardrops? What, you went down there and killed something?
Oh, man, that's a sad story, man. A couple of my guys got killed.
Yeah, yeah. So I heard the term.
My unproven theory
Okay.
is that only started happening after Scarface.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say that happened after Jason's lyric.
No, it happened. My unproven theory is it was because of Scarface, because that's
The
how
movie?
that's how that's how Tony Montana, because he'd be like Maine. And those hard ERs.
But Tony's main and Juicy J's main ain't
No. But
Ain't
that
the
was
same.
in Place of Man for
Mm-hmm.
Tony Montana. And those hard ERs idolize that movie. So much, if you go back to the actual Scarface song by Scarface.
I started small time, dope game, cocaine. Pushing rocks on the block, I'm never broke, man. Sporting jewelry and the
Brad
shit
Jordan.
came
Shout out to one of the greats.
Small time, dope game, cocaine, push a rock on the block. I'm never broke.
That's my guy.
Maine. Started right there. That is my unproven scientific hip hop theory.
Okay, so you're
Thank
blaming Scarface the rapper, not Scarface the movie.
No, the movie,
both.
because that's where he said it like that, because that's how Al Pacino said it in the movie.
But did he really say Maine in the movie though?
Yes.
Bullshit, man.
Okay, don't talk to me about trust. I don't like it.
You know what? You should listen to your wife, man. She's right. You are an man.
I gotta go back and watch that.
Go back.
I gotta go. I might do that later. I may just pull it up on the TV and just to see.
I'm just
because he
saying.
said, forget about it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
But that's a cute.
I didn't.
I don't even debate this. That's a Cuban accent.
It's not. Listen.
I get
because
it,
of the movie, they did not talk like that before that movie. Is my theory, and all of these young whippersnappers can't disprove it because they weren't alive then. So
because the movie came out 83, 84, something like that.
Yeah. So
okay,
I'm trying to told you. Also, those you playing at home, a lot of you don't know. Kyle probably doesn't even know that movie was a remake. Now.
Did not know that.
See, told you. We're going to do this draft. Who has the first pick?
That would be you.
All right. So without further ado, allow me to open the Eclectic Discussion Podcast Hood Movie, air quotes, fantasy draft. Okay. So. The first pick for me is easy. I don't care if it's a popular pick. I don't care if it was going to be your number one.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be my number one anyway because it is my favorite of the genre. And it will always be. I've seen it the most times of anything. I will watch it the most times. I still, to this day, think they should have a part two.
Uh-oh.
My number one pick. Also, partly the name of a musical genre. New Jack City.
Okay. Very good pick. So you really think that there should be a part two?
Listen. The old asshole shot Nino. We never saw the body.
Well, we saw him on the ground.
We saw him on the ground, but we didn't. It wasn't like a funeral the next day.
It's a far shot, so we assume that he died.
Also, he had the Michael Michelle, the light skinned chick who couldn't have kids, and he had She's Gotta Have It.
Got canceled.
Yeah, and She's Gotta Have It. Who he smashed. They could have either had a Miracle Baby, a Lil Nino from Light Skin, or She's Gotta Have It. Nino survived, but he fucked up because of the gunshot.
He's in a wheelchair.
He's whatever. But he raises the kid, finds out about what he did, and he raises him, and it could be a whole fucking thing. And to make it even doper, is place it in the late 90s, 2000s. So like right when the kid would have got 18, something like that.
Okay.
And then they could do movies after that still back then all the way up until current. Listen, there's things that could happen. There's things that could happen. But anyway, that is my number one pick. That is one of my favorite movies of all time and one of the greatest soundtracks you'll ever find.
Yes, indeed. I will totally agree with that. That first of all, that's a great pick. That is really a great pick. And to your point, that would really coincide with the timeline because Nino's reign would have been early 80s. So yeah, in theory, he would have had the child in the late 90s would have been a teenager. So yeah, that I could see that happening. Now, what's interesting is and I'm trying to find it now. There was talk. I saw this the other day, or maybe it was a couple of weeks ago. There was talk that, and there's just been talk. I don't know any of this to be true, but there was talk that there was going to possibly be a New Jack City 2 starring Mahershala Ali. I don't know if he was going to be Nino or who or what, but there's been several reiterations of it that played out on Bootleg BET. Listen, man, I'm in the middle on that because I don't know if you touch classics, but the storyline that you laid out, I could see that happening.
Yeah, what you do, you don't remake the movie.
Exactly.
But
you don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, you can try to say, all right, this is what happened after that. It could also be a TV show. It could be no different than BMF or whatever the
Fresh Prince joint.
Power, absolutely not. But the power.
I've never seen that before.
But it could be no different than those. But anyway, that's
okay.
That's my pick.
Yeah, because like the idea of making Coming to America 2 frightened me. And I've been crazy enough. I heard that there's talk that they're making a Trading Places 2. I don't know about that because I'm such a fan of the first one. I love it. But all right, hood movies. Wow, New Jack was high. New Jack was high on my list, but I'm going to go with the first pick. Another hood movie that had some great scenes. It had the lovely Nia Long. I'm going with Boys in the Hood, starring Ice Cube and Cuba Gooding Jr. Ricky should have never separated from Ricky and Trey should have never separated. I think I remember seeing that movie at the movies, and I remember and it's kind of crazy because the people that I clearly saw it in a with a bunch of ghetto people, because when Ice Cube and the fellas come back and do the drive-by, people literally were standing up in the theater clapping at a drive-by. But I love the movie, man. I loved it. Shout out to John Singleton, rest in peace. I think it was one of those ones like New Jack City. I think you can flip a coin, but those are the ones I think in the early 90s that really got the run going as far as hood movies. So yeah, that's my first pick.
It's a classic. I also saw that at the theater. I caught the bus to go see that at the theater by myself because nobody wanted to go see it because
I went on a date.
We don't want to see it. Nobody wanted to see it, and so I was like, well, I have to see movies when they come out. So I was like, well, it's out today, so I'm catching the bus. I'm going to go see it. I mean, I saw it early. When I came back, everybody was still outside having a fucking blast. So I was like, yeah, I saw it. I just had to see it. It wasn't,
right.
But anyway, I will say that I don't care about that movie anymore, though. It's not one of those that I'm going to throw it on, or if it's halfway on, I'm going to watch it to the end. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, I laugh at it, at some of the stuff now. Like, why is he punching the air? Anyway.
Hey, because he was trying to get some.
No, he was not. He was a pussy. But anyway, that makes obviously, look, if you're playing the game and you're having a draft like this, there's certain things you don't let happen. And
you can't let
you don't let Kyle get Boys in the Hood. And I feel sorry for your mother. Old dog is coming with me.
Of course. And rightfully so. He should.
Menace to Society is the pick. Also, you're hard pressed to find another soundtrack that's better.
Yes.
And this particular movie, I would go back to and watch no matter what part it's at, and watch the end, because it's a little more the realistic and contemporary to me. I don't live in fucking South Central and have to wear and wore fucking socks and house shoes, but getting my man at the drive-thru for his wheels and making him order you a double cheese. I can see that in my neighborhood. So it's like, I get that. And pulling up. And so anyway, I'm going to go with Menace to Society. And there was no way in hell he was going to get Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society.
You couldn't.
I don't care what else was on the list.
Yeah, I easily walk away with this draft if I do that. One of the things that I loved about this movie as well as Boys in the Hood was that I think those movies really gave us a chance to see LA, in its core of what it was back then, or at least how they portrayed it. And, we got a chance to see it up close and personal, and it felt like you were there. And so, when you saw them in Jordan Downs or you saw them in South Central LA, like these were real places. If you saw them on Crenshaw, like these were real places that we had heard about, at least I had heard about in the music. And so to see it come out to real life and everything, I thought that was really, really dope. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a great pick. You really could shuffle that. You can make that number one really if you wanted to. So with that being said,
this is where this draft gets interesting.
Yeah, because at the number 2 pick, I am taking the hood comedy classic Friday with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. I'll be honest, I wasn't into the next Friday and the Friday after that, and the Friday, if there was 3 or 4 Fridays. But this movie right here, it is one of those movies that if you're at home on a Saturday afternoon and you're flipping through channels and it's on BET, you'll probably sit down and watch it. It's now you want to hear the cussing and stuff because Chris Tucker's hilarious, but another hood classic, man. I mean, from it's a bunch of one-liners. Hey, Miss Parker. I mean, like you could literally go in the mall tomorrow and just say, "Hey, Miss Parker," and somebody's gonna know exactly what you're talking about. So I got to go with number 2. Is gonna be Friday.
Another classic movie. Another one. Maybe it's Ice Cube movies. I won't go back. Like those are dope. Like when you watch it for the first time or the second time, you're like, man, this shit is crazy. But then, like, people watched it so many times or seen it so many, now it's just like, it's just a part of life. It's not like, oh, we gotta watch this. It's like I can say the whole movie. I was like, I don't, and like, oh, that happened. And then once it gets past a certain point, it's not really a good movie. To me, once it gets, once you get towards the end, it's like, all right, and the whole fight is okay, man. It's not great. Yeah, it's not really a good movie, and the premise doesn't make any sense if you really think about it. But you're not thinking about it back then. It's like, all right, well, he had a job and he got fired on his day out, but he should have had a check. Why doesn't he have any money? And it's this whole thing. But anyway, excellent pick. And that was one of those pivotal picks in this draft that shapes the rest of the draft, because my pick, and I'm gonna walk back what I said at the beginning, because my number three pick is the actual movie that I've seen the most. I've actually watched this movie more than New Jack City. I've probably seen this movie more times than I've seen extended family members. And I will always watch this movie. This is my classic of all classic movies. I'm going with House Party.
Yes.
House Party is my pick. I adore this movie. So if you're having a kickback, you're having people over, you could throw Friday on, and people but they're waiting for certain parts, and they're gonna whatever. I could throw on New Jack City. People are like, oh yeah, whatever. I throw on House Party. You're actually watching the movie. You're like, oh shit, and then this is when they go, and look at the dancing. Oh, here go the battle rap. Oh, here go fucking Robin. Oh, here, and so, like, even towards the end, they're trying to rape my man in jail, and they go to Burger King. It's a whole thing. So I adore House Party. House Party will always get play. Soundtrack was ass. But
I don't even remember the soundtrack.
No. But this is the movie.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, the dance scene is legendary. I mean, follow the drips. Like you said, again, one-liners. Follow the drips. That's another one that when it comes on TV, you just find yourself just sitting down, even if you only watch 10 or 15 minutes of it, you're going to be locked in for that particular time. So, really good pick. Let's see. There's a couple of different ways we can go. I expected House Party to come off the board at 3. So I'm going to go with another favorite of mine. I'm going to go with the third pick in the EDP Hood Movie Fantasy Draft. I'm taking.
Please say it.
Above the Rim.
Oh, okay. You didn't say it. He didn't say
my
that.
Man
that
Tupac.
Terrible movie.
My man Dwayne Martin, who was a basketball star. My man Leon, who balled out in street clothes. And shout out to number 52, who in one basketball scene threw the ball down the court to himself. And
an easy layup.
No, he dunked.
The dunk.
He did like a 360 dunk to himself.
On the left side.
Yeah, so and Bernie Mac, Above the Rim. Not the best acting in the world, but again, it's a hood joint. I like it. Dope, crazy dope soundtrack. In fact, the soundtrack features my favorite Tupac song, which is Pain. Yeah, so for number 3, I'm going with Above the Rim, Above the Rim. You didn't like it.
Above the Rim, no. Above the Rim was a good movie. I liked the soundtrack. The movie was fine, just fine for me. This came out when it was like 5-6 basketball movies, like back to back to back to back, and it was it was fine. It was fine.
Okay.
But you put me in a bad position here. Because I don't want to take this awful movie.
You better take it.
But it's if you have a draft list and you have it ranked, it's like the number 1 pick is gone and that's like the number 2 and things under is gone. It's just staring there like you have to take it.
Right.
But I don't like the movie.
You don't have to like it.
I don't like it.
Like, I don't have to like Snickerdoodles to take Snickerdoodles at number 2. Because I don't like chocolate.
I cannot make myself. You will have to take this movie. I cannot make myself take this movie.
This will be the fall of your this particular draft.
I will take it. I will take it. I will take it because I will not pick that shit movie because of that shit ending. The worst ending in the history. I will not. No, I will not do it.
I'm sorry. I thought my mic was muted.
No, I will not take that. I'm going to.
Oh man, this is funny.
I'm going to take something else instead. For my 4th pick of the EDP Hood Flick draft. Nope. I'm going to take Players Club.
Oh,
wow. Diamond. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me Players Club. And if that's not a hood flick, I don't know what is.
I did not have that on my list, but that's a good pick.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah, that's a really good pick. Very solid pick at 4.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna save it for 5 because you're not taking it. So,
all right.
It's like, all right. Okay, so I got Above the Rim at 3. So there's a couple of different ways I can go. For the 4th pick, damn.
I don't know that one.
I'm kind of torn here, but I'm gonna go with.
You don't have to be torn. You could take both of them. You don't have to take that terrible movie 5th.
Well, nah, I'm gonna take it 5th, but for the 4th pick, I'm gonna take Belly. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to DMX. Shout out to T-Boz. Shout out to Tarl Hicks. Oh my God.
Shout out to Going to Africa.
Yeah, shout out to Going to in Africa. Just
Africa. Just get off the plane. That's where we at. We in Africa.
Not we going to the Congo. We going to South Africa. We going to Egypt. We just going to Africa. Like just wherever. And shout out to who directed that?
Your man from the video.
Hype Williams. Yeah. Shout out to Hype. So yeah, for number 4, I'm rolling with Belly.
That's a hood flick.
It is.
All right. Well, I am not taking that shit ending. I'm not ending my draft with a shit ending movie.
You're gonna take Maine.
No.
Go ahead and get Maine.
Oh hell no. What's my shit? Shake it real fast. I'm not shaking it real fast.
Uh-oh.
With my 5th and final.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is hood movies.
Yeah, hood.
People die every day, B.
Good one. Pull your skirt down, B.
Give me Paid in
That's a good
Full.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. I had that one high on my list. Yeah, okay, man. So you rounded it out pretty good, man. You didn't do as bad as you thought you did.
No, I didn't think I was doing bad. I just knew what I was not going to do.
Yeah, I know you wanted to take Hustle and Flow.
No, I wasn't.
You started off talking about Maine.
No. I wasn't gonna shake it real fast.
Or Jason's lyric.
Nappy butt cheeks. I wasn't taking nappy butt cheeks.
That movie was. I went back and watched that movie about a year ago. It wasn't as good as people remembered it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
We saw
okay.
that shit in college on campus. They played it on campus.
Oh, word? Y'all playing that at GSG? Wow.
Where everybody is somebody.
Oh my gosh, this guy. You need to just make that a drop. All right, so the fifth and final pick, man, I'm going with.
I guess you got the pick now.
I'm going with the aforementioned hood classic movie that E and I we absolutely hate the ending. That would be Juice. I was telling somebody just yesterday, honestly, we were talking about movies, and I said this particular movie, Juice, when you watch it again, if you should watch it again, if you watch the last 10 minutes of the movie, it literally, I'm going to put this bug in your ear for those of you listening. When you watch this movie again, watch the last 10 to 15 minutes. It literally looks like they ran out of money to make this movie. Every scene looks like they ran out of money to make this movie. You got a guy that has a gun that is shooting, and Tupac that's shooting
infinite video game bullets.
I mean, like I think he has a 6-shooter, and he lets off like 10 shots while they're running, and he manages not to hit Q at all.
Didn't he let up the shot in the elevator and nobody got hit?
Nobody got hit.
A full elevator.
A full elevator. Yeah, man. It like, and I guess we do this with hood movies, but like the more and more I watch this movie, the more and more I can pick so many things that's wrong with this movie.
Oh my god!
And I like the
from
movie.
the top,
from the beginning. Now it did have EPMD in the movie.
Yeah, it did. Oh fuck! I forgot a movie.
Exactly. Come on, man.
I forgot.
And you know we EPMD fans.
No. I knew they were in that movie, but I forgot a movie that could have been my fifth and final pick.
Okay, you can make that your honorable mention. But yeah, the ending was terrible. I mean, you got the juice now, man. I mean,
oh my god.
I don't even know where the dude came from. Like,
and why does he talk? All right, I don't want to. Maybe one day we'll do a Juice, a look back.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, Queen Latifah. It's a lot of heavy hitters in there.
Yeah, heavy hitter. Michael Jackson's in there.
Is he really?
Flex.
Oh, you stupid. You stupid. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Flex was in there. Come on.
Like, wait a minute. Where's Michael Jackson's movie? But yeah. So my fifth and final pick, man, I'm going with Juice, even though I hate the ending.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna pick that. Honorable mention. One of them was gonna be Poetic Justice.
Okay. That was good. I like that.
But what I was thinking about, I should have picked Who's the Man. I love Who's the Man.
What?
That had all of the rappers in it.
Everybody.
Damn, I
didn't even think about that.
Every single rapper was in.
Shout out to Ed Love and Dr. Dre.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, the Who's the Man had Dr. Dre, Ed Love had Salt and Pepper, had Bernie Mac, Terrence Howard was in it. Ice-T, KRS-One. Your part to be shorter. Your career be shorter than my part. And Who's the Man? Big Bub was in there. Full Force. Chia Lee. I love Big Bub. Coogee Rap was in there. Criss Cross. Link Q. ISIS was in there. Fife. Penny was in there, smooth, nice and smooth. Yo, fucking everybody was in that movie. That movie, that is the hoodiest of all of the hood movies. Delta fucking Homo sapien was in that movie.
That I did not know.
Yeah. Ice Cube's cousin.
Brother. I got to go back and watch. I literally haven't seen that movie in 10, 15 years. Man. What was my honorable? My honorable mention was Set It Off.
Oh yeah. Set It Off, good hood movie. I would have liked that over. Listen, whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the draft. Kyle has Boys in the Hood. He has Friday. He has Above the Rim. He has Belly, and he has Sip the Juice. I Got Enough to Go Around.
A.E. That's a great soundtrack now.
I wouldn't say great, but
wait a minute. Hold on. What could be better bitches on that soundtrack?
I do not know that song, sir.
Wasn't that like I'll look it up. Go ahead.
I know fucking
Kane
Is It Good to
there.
You? Is it good to you on there? And we got to break Naughty. We got to smash Naughty. I know that's on there.
Yes.
And I know Rest Your Head on My Tattooed Chest is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Be Afraid.
Don't Be Afraid. Yep. Aaron Hall. Shout out Aaron Hall.
And that's all that I remember that's on there. Enough Respect.
Yeah.
Enough Respect Due.
Yep,
Big
King.
Daddy Kane. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so I got pretty good soundtracks.
It's Going Down was on there, EPMD. Anyway, Team Clack. Sorry, everybody. Team Clack. New Jack City. Menace to Society. House Party. Those three is nasty. Players Club. The Sneaky Players Club. And then Paid in Full. This is gonna be a good one for you guys.
Yeah,
to vote
I
on
think so too.
Who has the best five? So, but we appreciate you guys listening and keep listening. Subscribe to all of 12 Kyle's future endeavors, and just hey, you know me. It come out when it come out. You ain't paying for this. So, hey, if you paid, if you want, listen. $ Brokey Smalls is my Cash App. So if you want to slide me a couple of dollars, I'll put out a show every other day. So, but until then, in the meantime, in between time, appreciation.
With your wrinkled pussy, I can't be your lover.